What is up? What is up? Can you hear me? Mic check 1 2 1 3. Mic check 1 2 1 3. Can you hear your boy? Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me okay. Make sure my other stuff is good to go though. This is a little bit of a rush job. Like I'm fresh from my day job and I have like plans now. So I just need to kind of get my bearings here, okay? So bear with me. Bear with me. I got a lot going on right here. I'm about to have some fun tonight. we gonna try something. It may or may not work. But what is up, everybody? It's your boy Stocks4Rell, Sacrifice for Riches, and you already know what time it is. Today is Thursday. We are nearing the end of the month. We already know that we're about to get into the rapid fire chart analysis, but you always know before we get into it, I always get into perhaps like an options trade play that I popped up or I posted up in the beginning of the week, the status of it, yada yada yada, and I might touch on the spot. So that's kind of the plan today. We put in a swing trade options trade play on Monday morning before open. A lot of us got it. Those were puts. We're gonna go into that in some details and then go into how we got in and out of the calls as well, leading into earnings, okay, which is the 29th. Now, we're also going to talk a little bit about the SPY. SPY is at a point where it was trying to hit another high, right? Like, I think it did, but you know, nonetheless, no, we're trying to break a wall right now. So we're going to talk about that a little bit, and also the next take profit targets towards the upside, because I've already given everything towards the downside. If you're a member of KGU, and if you're a member of Sacrifice for Riches, then you guys have the business already, except for these new levels that I posted or kind of came up with during my live trading session for the Megalodons, all right? So, which was not a win. I think we came up 20%. Technically, we came up 20%, but your boy was greedy, and I didn't wanna accept 20%, you know. But that's on me. I did let everybody know that it was a good time to take profits if they so choose. So whether or not they did is on them. But nonetheless, some lessons this morning. Okay, we're always taking some lessons. All right, what's up, Teresa? What's up, Road Life? I see the people in green. Will to the Fee is our newest Megalodon. Welcome to the Megalodons. Lame. What's up, Lane Jenkins? All right, member, love to see it. Justin, Arthur, I see everybody. Day job, we have one of those, so take your time. Yep. That's why these are typically later in the day, right? Are you in here for in the right spot? Yep, thanks. Okay, so first of all, if you all can hit that like button, that'd be appreciated. Take the time to do that. I'm gonna take a quick drink. You already know I'm about to get into a forecast. Your boy's gonna be like the weatherman. We're gonna see how this works out. I'm testing something. All right, I'm testing something. And then once we start, you already know I have my timer. I finally got my batteries. So what we're gonna do is once I'm done giving you the weather, right, the forecast, we're gonna dive into the rapid fire chart analysis. So start thinking about the tickers that you guys are interested in, and then we're gonna just get through them. All right. So before I get started, is there any questions, comments, concerns, anything like that? All right. I think we're good. Oh, okay. All right. Here we go. We're gonna talk about it. All right. Make sure I don't screw this up. I'm gonna do a mic check on this next scene. All right. And hopefully it makes sense. Hopefully it makes sense. Oh, you already see me. You already see me? Yeah, I already changed my camera. So we're gonna do it. Just gonna do it. All right. So you already know what's going on. We gonna zoom all the way out. All right. And we gonna talk about some SoFi. Mic check. 1 2 1 3. Can you hear me? Can you hear your boy? All right. Where's my bottom? Yeah, that's my bottom. Can you hear your boy? Give me a 1 in the chat if you can hear me up. Because we reporting live. Sacrifice for riches. The Weatherman. Let's go. I need a 1 in the chat. Make sure I ain't talking to myself. I might be a little loud though. Double voice. I got you. How about now? Am I double voice? Do I still got an echo? Still an echo? Okay, I got it. I know what's going on. Hey. How about now? Got an echo? Good to go? All right, sounds good. Hey. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Stocks4Rell, Sacrifice for Riches. We here today to give you the weather, all right? Let's go. We about to tell you about all the storms that's coming up right now. I want y'all to know what's up. All right? All right, hold up. We got to make sure that we straight. All right. Okay, we good. You are good. I love to see it. All right, so you already know what time it is. So this right here, this is the chart of SoFi, okay? So with SoFi, actually, let me just do this. So this camera ain't following me, so I can step to the side, the left or right. Yeah, there we go. All right, so with SoFi, we already know that over here, right? We had talked about SoFi. Man, it got me way. I got to go all the way over here to talk about it. Okay, let's do my camera. Let's fix this. All right. There we go. I need to get nice and centered. Okay, so with SoFi, we talked about how we had hit our supply zone on the 4-hour, right? And once we hit that, we start talking about potentially getting to put options. Why? Because we know that typically before earnings with SoFi, we typically come on down, right? We pull back or we take off. Either which way, it happens in reverse because post earnings, then it starts to go in another direction. Now, during the SoFi video, we talked about how it would likely trade within the range of the supply and the demand zone, okay? So what do? Once we seen this rejection on the supply zone, see, I gotta figure this out. I gotta turn that feature off. Okay, but once we seen it reject at the supply zone and fall below this yellow line, then we decided to hop into shorts, right? And what did we say? So we hopped into the shorts. We got out at our take profit target here and here, right? So we had three contracts or more, and then we cut it here and then cut it at the yellow line. All right. So then at that point, by the end of the day, right, this was closer towards the end of the day, we decided to hop into shorts again. So we hopped back into the SoFi puts on one contract because we don't want to risk the bag after we already ran it up, right? So we hopped in right here at close, right? We hopped in right here at close. And then at open, right, fell like a rock. This right here was about 190 to 200% run up, right? But unfortunately, your boy was looking at the SPY at the time, so I didn't catch this whole move. Instead, I caught it kind of up here, and I got about 136%. Oh, dang. Oh, darn. Right? So whatever. So anyway, we caught that, and then I told everybody what was likely to happen. We were going to come into demand, and we're likely to either break through and come back up, or we're going to do a strong aggressive bounce. And then that aggressive bounce would tell you that this is an aggressive zone, right? An aggressive demand zone is where price reacts instantly, right? So a passive zone is when price lives in the zone for a little bit before it decides whatever direction it wants to go. So we had our aggressive zone, but we didn't just hop into a play, right? We waited because we can't hop in right here, right? Because our true entry is here and our true exit is at the bottom of demand. So if we just hopped in right here, we probably would have got cooked because what happened, we wicked up. And then if you were on a smaller time frame, we actually came back down, right? So we came back down. So you would have been down instantly like 50, 60%, sweating bullets. So we had to wait for confirmation before we decided to hop into calls if you didn't already hop in here on demand, right? So if you missed this, it was okay, because all we had to do is wait right here at the take profit target, right? Confirmation above, which you see right here, right? Before we entered the play. And actually we entered when we had a solid green candle right here come up. We hit our line, we retraced, and then that was our entry. So then we took this all the way up, right? So SoFi, we took it up here, and then what did we do? What did I say? We ran up to the supply zone, right? And we rejected, right? We rejected. Let me come over here. We rejected off the supply. Once we seen this happened today. This happened today. So once we seen this was our exit technically. And if you miss this exit, then you just don't jump out, right? You wait for confirmation to make sure that this isn't a false move, right? So what happened? We fell down, and then we fell below our take profit target that you see right here, this green line. There we go. This green line right there, okay? That green line right there, we fell below it, and we had actually established another supply on a lower time frame. I want to say it's about a 15-minute, if I'm not mistaken. So once I seen that, right, and then I seen this red candle right here reject at that supply, I cut it. I just said, you know what, I'm gonna take my call option profits and I'm just gonna let it go, right? Was that the right thing to do? I don't know, but it was profit for me, and your boy was happy with it. So if SoFi runs up from here, good for SoFi. I'm not touching it until I see another opportunity for me to hop back in, right? So what would I love to see? I would love to see SoFi come back down here before earnings, and then give us kind of like this descending triangle. So like, let's see if I can do this. Yeah, whatever. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to get used to this. So from here, it's like all inverted. All right. But nonetheless, that's what I'm trying to do. Essentially, SoFi puts aren't necessarily a thing right now until either we A, retest the supply zone and get rejected, right? Or B, we fall below this zone right here at this point, okay? Unless you already entered right here under the take profit 2, okay? To which your exit would be essentially confirmation above, because it's eating through that supply, and then that is a wrap. Does that all make sense? It's your boy reporting live. That's the forecast for SoFi, all right? It's a cold world, bundle up. All right. I got another one for you. Let's see. Boom. Let's talk about SPY. And then after the SPY, then we're going to get into the rapid fire chart analysis. Give me a 1 in the chat if you can hear your boy loud and clear. Also, let me know if that all makes sense with SoFi. Before I go to the SPY, I wanted to show you the price targets, because I showed you the lines, but I want you to see what it looks like, okay, over here. Right? Do you see this right here? Okay. You see all the numbers? So these are the take profit targets that I'm referring to. $21, essentially confirmation below this line would essentially get you more shorting to the downside for demand. Okay. So just be cautious. The take profit targets that you see, those are great entry exit positions. Okay. Essentially above take profit 1, you can ride it up to the supply zone, but you just have to understand that there's not a lot of room from take profit 1 to the supply at close to 21.96. There's not a lot of room, from here to here. Here we go again. Like, it just wants to see my face. There we go. All right. There we go. So that's what it is, y'all. All right. That's what it is. SoFi is SoFi. I want y'all to pay attention to price action too. Okay. So notice how as price is going up, right, the candles are starting to thin up. So that was a good indicator. This arrow and how the candles are starting to thin out is a good indication that price is slowing down, or buying momentum is slowing down, and there's an opportunity for sellers to step in, and that's why we see what we see with the fallback, with the pullback. All right. So just pay attention. Don't be in a rush to get into it. Again, if you are bullish on SoFi as far as it relates to the earnings goes, which comes up the 29th at before close or before open, then just look for your opportunity, preferably down here around $20, right? And then dollar cost average into it. Not financial advice. You do what you got to do. Your boy's going to do what he has to do, but that's the play. All right. So hopefully that's great. I'm trying to change it up a bit because you know what? Charting is boring. Watching somebody click their mouse on the screen is boring. So, so if I can change it up, I'll change it up. What's all this tech for if I can't use it? All right. Don't make me start doing the running man up here, All right. So let's talk about the SPY. Let's talk about the SPY. So SPY was showing, right, higher lows and higher highs for the most part. So we see this. I gave the price target right here. So before we even got up here today, right, I said the take profit target was here, right here at 633.58. And once we found confirmation above here was when we could take this all the way up to where you see 635.49. All right. And where do we see confirmation? Right here, right? So it actually happened back here, but at the same time, if you miss the initial break, then you're waiting for retracement, right? And then that wick was your confirmation to potentially ride the wave up. Now, this line right here, right? This line right here, this blue line, I made this line before we even reached it. And based on my charting style, I've identified it as an area of interest, right? Just based on how I come up with my charting. If you want to learn about it, then be a doctorate member at KGU or become a Megalodon with Sacrifice for Riches. Either which way, I got you. All right. So nonetheless, this is where we were, and notice we're choppy. If you ever see a blue dashed line on my chart, then that means that guess what? There's probably some chop there. There's an indecision going on, and a major move is going to happen once a decision is made. Okay. So let me do this to fix my camera. All right. So, but through the day, right, closer towards the end, we got this. We came to the top of this ascending line of resistance. We came down, and then we have a Doji candle that formed our 15-minute supply zone. Once I seen this Doji candle form right pretty much below our dash line of 635.49, we hopped into puts, right? We hopped into puts. Now, this was a last minute. I think it was like the last 10 minutes on the market. So I didn't announce this or whatever. I had a little bit of cash pretty much to use for the day. I was like, let's just see. But I'm pretty sure that we're going down based on what I've seen here, because we failed to break through and confirm above this level. So once I seen the Doji here, right, and then the Doji here, then I was like, okay, it's a wrap. So we ended up hopping in the shorts, and then I showed a screenshot of about 136% of a move. And actually, it happened right here, right? It happened here, and then this drop happened right here before we wicked up at this support. Okay, so for SoFi, essentially, I'm not SoFi, for the SPY. Let me see where we are right now live. We're still trading underneath. So as long as we're underneath this right here, we are a little bearish, right? We need to break above 635.49 and confirm above this level before we can head to the next take profit target right here at 637.49. So that's your levels for SPY right now, everybody, if you were interested in wanting to know what was up. So that's your boy reporting live. Reporting live. Did I give the news all right? I'm gonna have to get like some clouds, some thunder and lightning. All right, hold up. Let me see if I can fix my audio now. All right, mic check 1 2 1 3. Mic check. Can you hear me? Okay, I switched my audio up. It's your boy reporting live. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how the weathermans do it. I'd be nervous as hell if I was telling lies about what they think is gonna happen with the weather. You mean you gonna pay me all this money to tell them what I think is gonna happen, and I have no idea? Weatherman is always wrong. All right, was that helpful? Right? Like, I know it's different. Hopefully it was easy to follow. It was my first time doing it. I didn't like rehearse it or anything like that. So I just wanted to do something different than just moving my mouse around on the screen. So, because that's boring. And your boy sits at the desk all day, and I just wanted to stand up. I just wanted to stand up. All right, so mic check. Are we good? Are we good? All right, so there's no questions, no comments, no concerns, whatever, right? Then we're gonna get into a rapid fire chart analysis. Now, please, if you have not yet hit the like button, please do so right now. Please do so right now. And I'm gonna give this rapid fire is gonna be legitimately 15 minutes. Cause your boy has stuff to do. Darlene, I appreciate it. I'm not gonna front and say I'm gonna do that every time, but it was a trial. It was a test. Don't be the weatherman. I am real-time engineer, so the weather messes with the transmission lines. All right, I got you. I won't be the weatherman. I'll just be the stock market forecaster. In today's forecast, we have dark clouds ahead, and with the SPY falling below 635.49, storms are coming. So bundle up, get your umbrellas, cause you just never know. You might just fall all the way down to 632.64. So you've been warned. All right, take care, America. I don't know. I'm making stuff up. One, it was great. What's up, Omar? All right. Let's get real. All right. We've been serious, but we're just trying to have fun at the same time. Please hit the like, hit the subscribe, notification bell, all that good stuff. Your boy does not blow up. Your boy doesn't blow up YouTube. I'm not gonna give you 5 videos in a day or anything like that. If I'm posting something is of relevance to me, and hopefully it's of value to you. So, with that being said, have your tickers ready, because I got my timer ready, and we about to get to work. All right, we're about to get to work. All right, let's do this, and let's do this. All right, and let's switch. When I say go, we'll be going. So just make sure we're good. All right, and we got to make it official and put that rapid fire text up there. All right. Weak. I'm weak too with Sophie. I think if I play this back, somebody might jiff me on this one. I don't even know. All right. So. All right, everybody. So rapid fire chart analysis. If you've never been here before and you don't know what the heck I'm talking about, this is where I load up the charts, as you can see right here, and then I take the tickers from the chat. So you guys pretty much power this entire thing. You give me a ticker, I look it up, and I try to give you my quick take on it. Now, it's very helpful if you gave context. So let's say, for instance, you're looking at SoFi. You say, hey, Rell, I'm thinking about swinging SoFi towards the upside. I can take that, dissect it, and then speak as if I'm answering that question or addressing your thoughts, right? Versus, hey, SoFi, right? You just give me SoFi, then I have a broad based view as I'm doing this, and I rather direct my words to whatever's relevant to what your thought process is. So that's helpful. If your name is green, you will get priority as it relates to this. If you are in KGU, put KGU at the end of the ticker, and then you also will be priority. It will be Sacrifice for Riches, KGU, and everybody else. All right, and don't be lying, right? If you're not KGU, I'ma know, because I'm gonna look you up. I'm joking. Speaking of that, I'm not gonna share no links or anything like that. I just got to get to it. But if you guys want to join, become members, go to the page, hit the join button, choose the tier that makes the most sense for you, and we'll get busy. All right. I need to take one more drink. My mouth is dry, and I got a lot of talking to do in a short amount of time. So again, while I'm taking and quenching my thirst, please hit the like button. Again, I'm not a millionaire, but I've seen how to do it. I've watched people like KG lay the foundation and show us how to get there. Now it's just a matter of doing it, right? I have 5 years worth of information in my brain, and I am able to just pick and choose what I'm looking to do or talk about and then deliver it to you. And that's $1 million worth of game. And if somebody told me that all I had to do was press a button to receive $1 million worth of game, best believe I'm pressing that button. So please take the time to hit that like button. And when I say go, we're going to start, and I'm going to look for the tickers. I'm not looking for tickers anytime before I say go. All right. Nope, you don't count. I didn't say go. All love and respect though. All right, man, this is not quenching my thirst. It's actually drying my mouth out. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hold up. It's morphin' time. All right, I had to do it. It's morphin' time. All right, give me a ticker. Let's get it. And typically this is red to represent rapid fire, but I'm not doing that today. So give me a ticker. Let's see what we got. All right, first one's up. We got QXO. Not what? Okay. QXO. All right. So, let's go out. Let's zoom out here. Now, it might take me a little bit to get busy. My God, what are we looking at here? I don't judge, but at the same time, like I don't like this stock. I need you to understand something about this ticker. You said swinging. Right now, if you look at this chart, I'm going to show you my box edge method, right? So this trades within a range. This is box edge. There we go. There is nothing happening on this whatsoever until we break and confirm above this level. Let me make sure I got it right. 1, 2, 3. Yep. So essentially, until we confirm above 38.68, we are not going anywhere with this. Now, if you want to swing it in this range, then by all means, right? So you have your bottom being $16, your top being 38.68. And then, of course, you have your mid-range right here, 26.99. Anything below 26.99 is bearish. Anything above it is bullish. So essentially, you're looking for a breaking confirmation above or below this line in order to determine whether or not it's safe to swing it. I would not be looking to hop into a call option here. I mean, it's just in the middle of your trend, so you can, but it's a short rally. I mean, it's $5, so it's pretty solid, but nonetheless, it's kind of risky, right? So, and actually, let me do this real quick for this person. If you want to hop in sooner than later, then essentially exactly where it is where you're looking for confirmation. All right. So confirmation above for early entry, confirmation above $22. You're solid for upside to about $27. Okay. You need strong confirmation. Below here, you're going back down. All right. Hopefully that helps. Microsoft. We have a member. My God. Microsoft is just destroying the game. Okay, so Microsoft, this takes a little time, all right? But let's see if I can whip it up real quick. I'm not gonna give you a whole class or whatever what I'm doing, but I'm trying to. Yeah, that's good. Let's go here, thickness. Okay. Microsoft is doing dirty things, okay? It's doing dirty things. Okay. All right. So with Microsoft, here's what I'm thinking. This is a little bit of a tougher one because we're all-time highs and we are in an area where we have not established any type of support or resistance. Now, that being said, I do think that we continue towards the upside. As you can see, we're already up on the post market of 511. But essentially, our next take profit target is going to be about 531. 531 here. 36? 530. Hold on. Yeah, I think that's about right. If my stuff is correct here. Okay. Yeah, 531. All right. So this would be my take profit target for Microsoft for the high side. Now, essentially, you're bullish for as long as we stay above 503. We're bearish if we fall below 503, and that's kind of where I'm going to leave that. All right. Your next take profit target for this would be about like 477.69. Okay, towards the downside, something like that. All right, we're gonna keep it moving. That's Microsoft. What else we got? UUU 52-week high today. You guys are all about. Well, I already covered this with you. So look, we hit a 52-week high, but guess what? I already had this charted up in advance. So we are at a crucial point right now, Denise. So essentially, we're at 1011 is our line. If we can cross above it, we're bullish. If we can't confirm above it, then we're coming on back down to 908. Okay, that's my opinion. All right, what do we got? So you already have the level set up and down side. You can see that. TXN. Okay, well this one is a little, I don't like it. I don't like TXN. I don't like it just because I don't like it. I don't need any other reason to not like it. So it's just one of those where it's kind of like just trading sideways again. Okay, so we have this position with TXN. I'm gonna give you the business real quick. Red. Everything on my charts are pretty much color coded, so I know exactly where I am at all times. So essentially, with this again, is one of those where if we can hold 185 or 186.25, we're bullish. Below this, if we confirm below this, then we're likely coming on down to about 167.22. Okay. So just so you know, yellow. Okay, and then kind of same thing up here towards the upside. We're headed to about 207. So this is kind of your range, right? Below, above, confirmation, targets. All right. Hopefully that helps. What's next? Uber. Hold on, I missed a KGU. Puts on circle. I got you, KGU. Who is that? Our boy LT Flow. I got you, big dog. What are we looking at? Puts on circle. Okay. So this is new, right? So let's talk about it. This is a little different only because, right, this does not have a long established, it's a new stock, right? So we're kind of just doing what we got to do. So this could kind of play out this way, where you get this pennant type of situation and is looking for a breakout or breakdown. Okay, I wouldn't say puts just yet until we can confirm, but let's see what our levels are for confirmation. So we have our shape for this stock. We have our shape, and then we have our range, right? So my range is between 244 and 171. I don't care what happened up here. This is what I'm doing. This is how I do my thing, right? So, yep, which is accurate. All right, give me a minute. So one thing I will never tell you that the stock that you're looking at is trash or whatever. Your research is your research. You're on a ticker for a particular reason, and I'm not gonna just deny you because it has low volume or if it's new or whatever. So I'm not like that. But this is a pattern, and you really need to figure out if it's gonna break out. And you also need to familiarize yourself with this pattern, because typically you might see a breakdown right before it breaks out in one direction or the other. All right, so watch for the false move before you decide to hop in. The floor is 171.54. Okay, if we can hold this floor, then I would be looking for a bounce here. I don't see any clear indications of a demand zone at this level, so I can't really help you with that right now. Yeah, I'm not really excited about anything on this towards the downside, so we would be looking for a bounce. So hopefully this helps you. Here's a zoomed in version of what I'm looking at. Okay, all right, so anyway, let's get off of this circle. What do we got? Uber short swing. Uber. Now, we've done Uber, but for some reason I don't see any of my data on Uber, so that's trash. But anyway, how much we got? 5 minutes left. A short swing. So you're thinking about swinging puts on Uber? Well, Uber's laddering up. Let's see if I can. All right, let's do this. So Uber is a little difficult because Uber be having mood swings, and then it likes to live down here. So, and then you see that we're in an ascending wedge, right? So we're trading in this pattern, and we're looking for a breakout on the daily. Now we can break out to the upside. You have to realize that we do have a higher high and a higher low. There's nothing here as of right now that's indicating that we're gonna sell off, right? Just because you see this short-term pullback. Now, and you also have an opening gap here that you have to be mindful of. Okay, that you have to be mindful of. So I would be watching for this level to see if we pull back to it, which is 87.76. If we can come back here and bounce off, then great. All right, you might see us fall a little bit into this gap and then do this fill before we reverse, or you might see a sell through. And if you see a sell through, right? If you see a sell through, then you're looking for a downside. But I don't like trading in the middle of a pattern. I like to do the highs or the lows. So this is ascending line of resistance, ascending line of support, and then you got to find your gravy. Okay, that's kind of where I'm gonna leave Uber. I don't like trading Uber. So Hood. How much time? We got 3 minutes. Hood. Now I called. What's this? So Hood, I did a symmetrical triangle, and we talked about it, and we said if we broke out, we're gonna fall off, and that's exactly what happened. So we kind of chewed through it though and traded sideways. This is actually like kind of a horrible pattern. Oh, that's good once it's extended. But we broke through, we came back, we retested the ascending line of resist or previous support, now resistance, and we sold off. This was our confirmation to short Hood back on the 21st, so just 3 days ago. So now, after a sell-off, we have consolidation. It's either distribution or accumulation. In this case, it would be, let's see, volume's decreasing. It's distribution, right? So if volume was increasing, then it would be accumulation. Okay, so this right here, again, you're going to be in this neutral position because it's trying to determine where it wants to go. So you're now in another breakout situation towards the down or upside. Which way? Nobody knows. So you have to wait for this pattern to kind of do its thing. It is at a crucial level right now, right here. Okay, so this is kind of like key. If we can stay above 101.35, great. If we fall below and confirm, then we are coming down. Your price targets, man, I don't feel like getting into the price targets, but because hold on, let's see. 15-minute, let's go daily. That's good. Give me a minute. I'll give you a price target. When I get into all this, then it takes some time. All right. So this is kind of like my setup for hood, right? You see a lot of chop, a lot of indecision as we come up, and essentially we have a chop all the way up through this, but you have a strong supply zone at the top. So sellers are there for sure. We have an inside bar here, which means this means that there's a pause and in a trend. So this means that there's going to be a continuation, but it's a momentary pause. So if I were to zoom in, then you would probably see a little bit of a sideways action there. But anyway, I don't see any demand here though. Let me go to the 4 hour. I don't even see anything here that I would like write home about. So I gotta get off of this though, but that's your trend. And if you want, you can target pretty much half of this as your targets. Yeah, so your target always when you're doing a breakout or break of structure on a pattern is going to be the highs and lows of that pattern. Okay, those are your immediate take profit targets. Oops, sorry. So I'll turn those green. That was my alarm to say I'm done. I will look at a few more because I was a little slow, but here you go. Take profit targets, upside, downside for immediate take profit. Now you will likely see, like I said, that false move to one or the other before it takes off. Okay, so just be careful. I'll do two more. All love. You're welcome. Hopefully this is helping everybody. KGU MVTS, good time to sell, breakout coming. MVTS. Ooh, what do you mean good time to sell? You have this bullish move, you have a buy side imbalance, and then you have buy side imbalance. But you do have some selling pressure up here. But let's zoom in and see if anything makes sense. Okay, so we came back, we did an imbalance fill, and now we're confirming. So essentially we are still bullish on this move for as long as we respect imbalance, and the imbalance zone right here on that 4 hour was 839. Okay, so just be careful. I wouldn't be necessarily selling just yet because I don't see anything here that's really indicating a strong presence of sellers except for this right here, but it was not really confirmed. So yeah, I would be just patient because there's a potential break to the upside. Okay. All right, one more. Oh, all love. You shot that one. Thanks. Just kidding. All right. I think we did good. All right. I need to know. I think I lost some viewers. That's trash. But I need to know. Was this helpful? Right? Was this helpful? Put a 1 in the chat if this was helpful for you. All right. And don't forget, please hit the like button. Don't forget, there's this little button with the money sign on it and a box. There's no shame in my game. support the channel if you so choose. Much love, regardless. Real life, don't you dare. All right. All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for being here. I appreciate all the love, all the support that we get from doing this. So you teach as you go. I try. All right. All love. Hey, Christy. Russell, I love it. Thank you for acknowledging that it's helpful. Fuzzy, same. Teresa, yes, love it. All right, so I'm done with training for the month. I've already done my training for Sacrifice for Riches as well as KGU. I think I'm done with live trading for the month. I did 4 for KGU. I've done about 5 or 6 for Sacrifice for Riches. And your boy hasn't really been having a good time. I mean, last week trading was amazing. I crushed it, but I'm in an imbalance mentally. And so every day isn't feeling the same way. And I need to get my mental consistency set so I can do right by y'all. So that's all I got. I'm gonna go and unwind, turn my brain off of charts, and then kind of go from there. You won't see me live tomorrow, but hopefully I can drop some content for you, put my editor to work, and go from there. Aw, GG, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Much love. I hope whatever I said today helps people make some type of money, right? Because that's what it's all about. And hopefully I was able to educate you on anything that I talked about. I know this wasn't like a detailed breakdown of classes, but you got to see how I kind of like analyze the charts, and it's all price action for the most part. If you can learn that, you can learn, you can trade. Trading is more about patience and consistency. And some days we impatient because we're human. Omar, much love, big dog. Thank you so much. Much love. I appreciate it. Oh, you have your own training? Go work out. Yeah, I think I'm registering what you're saying. Yes, I do train. I do coaching sessions one-on-one. And then I do, if you're a member, especially if you're a Megalodon, you get access to all of the live training sessions that we've had. So yeah, that is what that is. If you're KGU, we go live for training and trading. Training is 2 times a month, and trading is 4 times a month, once a week. Typically for me, it's typically a Wednesday. All right. Was that you playing Payday 3? No, that was Rocket. I'm calling them out. That was Catching Rockets playing Payday 3. I seen it too. Yes, I use TradingView. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. All right. Yes, queen. I don't wanna age anybody. All right, I gotta go. I will talk to y'all later. Please, if anybody decides to be a member, I'm gonna actually let me put the link in here to become a member. And if you so choose, great. If you don't, it is what it is. But I'm gonna save you some time, so you don't need to look for it. Okay, and then I gotta hustle and bustle. All right. Thank y'all, everybody.